Hey everybody, I am David, and today I want to talk about the movie It. This movie was released back in September of 2017, but hey, it's never late than ever to review any movie, in my opinion. I think lots of people, if they missed out on movies like I did, maybe they want to find out later on. And I was curious about this movie, and I am somebody that hates horror movies, so that's why I didn't see it in the theater. But watching it now, I think what I realized is when you're younger, you are scared a lot more of horror films and maybe some films in general. Like, I remember being younger and being creeped out by the Ghostbusters movies, but I still love them anyways. But then as you get older, when you watch the hard R horror films, which is what it is, I think you start to realize, especially when you watch enough films, you start to realize where the horror elements are going to set into play, and when you add how you understand filmmaking onto that, I think things aren't as scary as you might think they are. Now, there are some movies out there that are probably very scary, and this one did creep me out quite a bit. But I wasn't as scared as I thought I was going to be. So I actually ended up enjoying the movie a lot more than I thought of. And this is a hard R horror film. Like, they don't stop with the scares. The scares, when they come at you. There's a lot of surprise scares in this movie right off the bat. So if you're someone that's very sensitive to that, then yeah, I would recommend for you to avoid this movie. But I would say I would also recommend it at the same time, because I do think that this movie has a really nice story, a coming-of-age story with these 6 or 7 kids that we are going on this journey, this adventure with. We meet these kids, and I'm going to say I really grew attached to them. I thought they were a great bunch of kids, specifically. You know what? I can't even pick my favorite because I thought all of them were great. I thought they were all a great bunch. And when they start to realize stuff and they come together, you are rooting for them towards the end of the film, for them to stop this madness that's going on in their town. You do feel bad for them too, because they ain't living good lives. I'm going to say that. I don't want to spoil too much, so I'm going to try to avoid spoilers. There even is a love triangle in this movie with Beverly, the only girl of the team, and I think it's Bill and Ben. Bill and Ben are in this love triangle sort of with Beverly, and it's a little cute little love triangle. What can I say? The most interesting one, I think, for a lot of people will be Finn Wolfhard, who plays the role of Richie, and because he's from Stranger Things, and if you are a fan of Stranger Things, this kid definitely has talent. They all have talent, but it's interesting seeing him play Finn. Seeing him play a different type of role, because I think this kid, in comparison to Mike from Stranger Things, I think this role of Richie, he is a little bit more of a lot of foul mouth, if that makes sense. Which was interesting because, when you watch Stranger Things, these are polite kids with well-mannered, that are well-mannered. Okay, they act like real kids sometimes too, but they don't swear, which is something that maybe is different about this, that the kids do swear a lot more, and he is definitely foul. Like, there's some dirty language coming from this kid, and I had fun with it. I thought it was funny just watching all these kids interact. But then the one that I think people will be most intrigued in is Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise the Clown, because he is like what Freddy Krueger is to the Nightmare of Elm Street series franchise, or Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th franchises, which I'll admit I haven't seen any of those films. But going into this one, he is a creepy little bastard, this guy. I shouldn't say little, because he's tall compared to the kids. But he is creepy, and it's a clown that you don't want to meet in a dark alleyway because just the sounds he makes, the way he talks, the way he acts, you know this guy is trouble, and you just want to turn and run the other way. This is not your regular circus clown who is here to make you laugh. This is a clown that's going to murder you if you don't run fast. And yeah, I thought he did a great job. This movie was very dark and very creepy a lot of the times, and I'm not talking about dark like the atmosphere is you can't see anything. Like, it is a dark movie. They don't hold back on killing the kids. When you see a PG-13 movie, they don't show this kind of stuff in a PG-13 film. They go all out there. They show kids losing their limbs, and you're terrified for them. And that's what the movie wants you to feel. And I think in that regard, it does a great job. Like I said, if you understand the way I think filmmaking is made, you won't be as terrified. You'll find the movie very creepy, and you'll, be shocked at a couple of times. But I don't think it's anything to be like. This is not like The Exorcist, where I've heard certain things are very disturbing in that film. Personally, I would find something like 12 Years a Slave a lot more harder to watch than this movie. This movie it's like a roller coaster. You're going on a roller coaster for 2 hours, and there's a few thrills along the way. So that's how I'd say it. So I would give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was a really good movie, really well done. It wanted to be a horror movie, and it achieves at that. And yeah, very creepy along the way. The kids were really great. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10. I am looking forward to the sequel now. So there we go on that. So guys, I want you to comment below and tell me your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you see it in theaters? Because I avoided it while it was in theaters. So let me know on all that. And until next time, I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe to my channel. And until next time, take care.